Edward Fuddwupper fibbed big by Berkeley Breath. Last week he fibbed big and told Mabel Dill, I read, you've been voted the Queen of Brazil. They want you to come. Bikinis bring 10. I think Mabel went. No one's seen her since then. Yes, he thought them up long, and he thought them up tall, but did he think much of me? No, not much. Not at all. Like the time he fibbed big and told Ben and Dinky that I had been born by a poodle named Stinky. That wasn't so nice, but the fib I'd forgot. If only he liked me or noticed I lived. Early this morning he did it again. He whacked a baseball and being smashed in the den. Dad rushed on over and found Mom's cracked peg. Then Edward Fuddwupper fibbed way, way, way too big. It's all truly, clearly quite simple, you know. The whole thing was done by two bigs from Pluto. They were cruising by Earth, looking down from above, when they spotted Mom's pig and fell deeply in love. So they dropped on Pig here. He just could not resist. That passionate porker insisted a kiss. But he leaned in too far, and Mom's pig hit the ground. Oh, Pluto, you see, they kiss sitting down. Then he left broken-hearted, upset and unseen, and his ship picked up with a big lifting beam. And that's all, that's the truth, said Ed the fib slinger. In the whole of fib history, a whopping humdinger. Then he yelped, and a howl, and a scream from nearby. Lorna May Loon had been listening outside. Mabel Dill, she cried loudly, has been missing for days. She must have been grabbed by those pig-lifting rays. She got to a phone and screamed loud and shrill, Space Monsters piggies have nabbed Mabel Bill. They're coming for me, and they're coming for you too, said the Army, Air Force, and Dog Catcher too. And then just when they did, they came for space pigs, with planes and with tanks and with loaded whirlings. Oh, it was dreadful, a real world stopper, all from an Edward Fuddwupper, fat whopper. They pointed their loudspeaker dishes to space, and these generals roared till red in the face. Now listen out there, we'll shoot, yes we will. Come back here at once, and bring Mabel Dill. Edward watched all of this for quite a long time, but people were staring at something behind. Oh, rats, Edward thought, how much worse could it be? A face filled the sky from the hills to the sea. It didn't look happy, nor pleasant, nor soft. In fact, that big thing looked somewhat ticked off. It was purple and green with an eye on its chute. It opened its mouth, roaring, who started this hoot? I live outside close by, just 2 galaxies down, and I just cannot sleep with this fuss and this sound. I know nothing of pigs, nor a lost Mabel Dill, so someone's been fibbing with sloppery skill. Who is this gnat? Point out where he's at. Show him to me, and I'll swat him down flat. And that's what they did, each dadding each other. They pointed right up at my shaking big brother. Edward dropped low. He was scared 10 times double. He'd fibbed way too big and was now in huge trouble. Then wait, what's that sound? A voice small and fine? Everyone stopped. Whose was it? It was mine. Oh, please, I called out. It's my fault, don't you see? I broke that blue pig. Edward's fib was for me. So dear grumpy thing with 3 eyes in your beard, see, it's me you should swat down instead. What could I do? Edward faced a big mess. I told a fat fib, yes, I'd learned from the best. I thought I'd been smashed, squashed right on down. But the big face looked in with a smile, not a frown. I think, he said firmly, you both are big fibsters. But out where I live, we're not loved by our sisters. Mine, by the way, I have left all alone. And now I'll go back to her sleeping at home. He looked at me odd, kind of sad, kind of blue. It sure would be nice to have one like you. Then he turned round the ship and back home he drove him. and I turned to Edward, looking me over. He said not a thing as he walked back to Dad. Right there he looked up and confused. I've been bad. So we taped and we glued and we fixed up Mom's pig and we told Mom the truth that we'd fibbed, fat and big. Our folks hugged us both and collected no fines. But we sat in timeout to pay for our crimes. Then Ed looked at me with a smile that was new and said, "It is nice to have one like you." Two former fibsters that Edward and me, but brother and sister, we finally be. And if somebody knows where Maple Dill went, please tell her from Edward that no harm was meant.